Hello and welcome to Bible Study with Alice, and today we're on day 3, Proverbs 3 of our daily Proverbs reading. We're reading from the ESV translation, but you're more than welcome to join us from a different translation. As you can see, we are on Proverbs 3. These videos are filmed in real time. Today's date is the 3rd of April 25 and it's a Thursday. You can find the previous 2 Proverbs in the playlist below. There is a disclaimer as usual, and that is one, these videos are unedited and also I probably stumble my wording. Let's get started. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life, and peace they will add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on a tablet of your heart, so they will find favour and good success. In sight of God and man, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. 9. Honour the Lord with your wealth, with your first fruits of all your produce. Then your barn will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be wary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him whom he loves, as a father the son in whom he delights. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom. 13. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, and the one who gets understanding. I'm going to lift this up slightly. For the gain from her is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. She is more precious than jewel, and nothing you desire can compare with her. 16. Long life is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honour. Her ways are ways of plentiness, and all her paths of peace. She is the tree of life to those who lay hold of her. Those who hold her fast are called blessed. 19. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, by understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the deep broke open, and the clouds dropped down from the dew. My son, do not lose sight of these. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, and they will be life of your soul, and a adornment to your neck. 23. Then you'll walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. If you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, or the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence, and you will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbour, go and come again, tomorrow I'll give it, when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbour who dwells trusting beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason, when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways, For the devious, oh my gosh, I can't even say the word now. 32. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. Just wait for it. That's there. 33. The Lord is cursed. The Lord's curse. Oh my gosh, I can't even say the word. 33. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Towards the scorner he is a scornful, but to the humble he gives favour. The wise will inherit honour, but fools get disgrace. So that is Proverbs 3 complete. I do apologise that there's a couple of words I stumbled on. Tomorrow we will be doing Proverbs 4. So that's the first half of the video complete. So now we'll talk about Proverbs 3. So the author of Proverbs 3 is King Solomon, and it was during his reign. So we're not exactly sure when during his reign, just that it was during his reign that this particular Proverbs was written, and his reign was during 970 and 931 BC, and it emphasizes the importance of pursuing wisdom, trusting in God, and living a life ultimately leading to blessings and a fulfilling life. Now, what it's actually explaining here is that it's important to pursue a righteous life, following like wisdom and obviously trusting in God as well, to live that perfect life that is leading us all to have blessings and that then will become a fulfilling life, because it does say, like on parts down here in particular, trying to think, from 25 right down to right down to 32. I'm looking over the camera at the other side to see. So from 25 to 32, because it's on about, do not say to your neighbour, go and come again, tomorrow I'll give it when you have it. And also, do not plan evil against your neighbour who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Also, do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. Also, the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. Then it's obviously like at the top. Do not be afraid of sudden terror or the ruin of the wicked when it comes, for the Lord will be your confidence and keep your foot from being caught. So obviously, then it's obviously going on. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. So basically, what that is actually trying to say, I'm just going to wait for my camera to kind of go back into focus, is obviously there are going to be those neighbours that you don't like. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't exactly like my neighbours, because that's not exactly true. I don't exactly get on with them because I have my reasons for why I don't like my neighbours, and they obviously have their reasons for why they don't like me, and yet their reasons are probably more absurd than my reasons, but we're not going to get into the reasons behind it. I mean, I don't go out and have on the street and have a row with them. I just actually don't talk to them. I just completely ignore them. But my thing is, if they do need my help for whatever reason, yes, I will come and help them. I'm not that bad of a person. Now, if I'm in need of help, sure, they won't help me. But I'm better than that. I will help them if I need to help them. If they are in actual need of help and I'm able to physically give them that help and support, then yes, I will go and do that. But there are reasons behind why I don't exactly get with my neighbours, and it's not actually anything I've done per se. It's not anything they've done per se. It's just we just not clicked, just not got on. But yes, our neighbours do lie trustingly next to us, because that is kind of the thing, with it all, is that your neighbours do live next door to you. You have to kind of, get on with them and do good if you need to. I mean, if my neighbour needed help with anything, if they knocked on my front door and said to me, Alice, do you have any tea bags, for example? I've run out of tea bags, I really need a cup of tea and I don't have any until tomorrow. Are you able to, do you have any that I can have? And I'm like, yeah, sure, help yourself, sort of thing. Like, not quite help yourself, but, I give them a couple bags. But, like, how many do you need? If they say I just need the one, I'd give them a couple more, just because I'm nice. I am actually a nice person, surprisingly. I will give people extra if need be. But I guess my problem is that people see that and then will kind of take onto my good nature, which then becomes the issue. This is the problem. Like, having a neighbour live near you and trusting beside you is one thing, but then taking advantage of your neighbour as well because of their good nature is another thing, though. There is a bit of a balance there that you kind of got to kind of weigh out. You don't obviously take advantage of your neighbours. That's just not cool in the slightest. You don't take advantage of people. Even if they are your neighbours or not your neighbours, you just don't take advantage of people. But there are those that do. But we keep going. So you do not plan evil against your neighbours. You don't actually go and actually plan to harm them. I mean, that's not cool in itself. I mean, just because I don't go with my neighbours, I wouldn't actually want anything to happen to them. Or I not plan to hurt them. I wouldn't plan to cause them any upset. So, to be able to have that fulfilling life, you do obviously need to do some kind of good. Like, even if you don't get on with your neighbours, there might be something else that you're good at. Like, you might be good at organising a youth club, for example. The children at youth clubs, teenagers, the youth basically, who might like you for whatever reason, but you wouldn't plan to harm them. That's just not cool, really, regardless of it. And even God would be like, whoa, that's not actually cool to do harm to your neighbours. Obviously, on the news, you do hear people actually being harmful to their neighbours. They have actually been quite violent towards them. I mean, my full-time job away from YouTube, I do actually work with vulnerable people in the community, so I do hear a lot of awful stories from what they tell me, and they are quite shocking. And it does involve your neighbours, and it does involve actually being horrible to people, and I just cannot believe it. I cannot believe that people are like that, but that's because those people are so far away from God, and they're not following God's wisdom. They obviously have not picked up a Bible. They're probably one of those people who go, oh, I'm an atheist. Now, I'm not going to judge anybody here if you are an atheist and you actually just like the idea of the Bible. That's cool. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But we just need to understand that with the Proverbs, they are so full of wisdom. And, you know, like obviously talking about that part down here about bit down here talking about the neighbours, that's actually you know, if we read that and actually try to do good, even if it is a slight hello to somebody, I mean, that's actually going to be very difficult for some people, and I'm aware, if you've got anxiety or if you surprisingly enough have some kind of neurodiversion that you might have, and it's very painful to say hi to somebody because it can be very difficult and very painful. So I wouldn't expect people to be like, oh, to live a fulfilling life you need to go and say hi to your neighbour. No. The point being, with this in particular, is pursuing wisdom, trusting in God, and living a life ultimately leading to blessings and a fulfilling life. Basically means that yes, okay, you might have issues with your neighbours, but does not necessarily mean that you're not going to live a fulfilling life. You're not going to get blessings. Of course you're going to get blessings, and of course you're going to live a fulfilling life. That's not kind of what we're getting from it. Even obviously I did point out the bit at that particular bit. The reason why I pointed it out is because obviously you might hear on the news, wherever you live, whatever country you live in, there are going to be issues with people in communities getting really angry and upset with their neighbours. You know, we do have to live next to people, and we do need to understand that we all got to live in harmonious union with one another, and it's just going to be one of those things. But it doesn't stop you from living your fulfilling life if you don't speak to your neighbour. It doesn't actually stop you from being Christ-like. It doesn't stop you from having that Christ-like attribute. It doesn't. You know, you can go to church. You don't even have to talk to your community, people in the community in your church. I mean, I don't talk to mine outside the church. I say hello to them when I'm at church, but after church, I don't speak to them because I don't live anywhere near them. I mean, if I lived closer to them, I probably would speak to them more. But I do live quite far away from my church, so I don't exactly, you know, I guess my problem is I don't live in a great community in the essence of things, and I don't have a great church community. But I'm not saying I don't live a fulfilling life because I don't have great neighbours and I don't have a great church community. But I have a great YouTube community. You know, I'm slowly building up followers, which is fantastic. I mean, when I first started YouTube, I never thought I'd get anybody to be watching my videos. I thought people would probably think I'm a bit boring, if anything. But I'm just so grateful that you guys have participated on this journey with me. And as I said, with Proverbs 3, it's full of wisdom in trusting in God. I mean, when I started my YouTube community, I didn't even think I would even get this far. But the reason why I've got this far is because I am trusting in God, and I am living a life that He wants me to live. I mean, I just followed my my instincts on what to do. I prayed to God about YouTube. I had thought about it in the past, but wasn't confident enough. Not very technical. We can all tell on that one because I don't edit my videos. And I just, you know, just did not know what to do with myself. In all honesty, I did not know what to do with myself. But I trusted in God that I would get there, and I have. I mean, I've been doing YouTube since November, about 5 months, and I think I've done quite well with it. I mean, uploading videos daily. I mean, there's a couple of days over Christmas in particular where I pre-recorded videos. I don't actually pre-record videos normally, but I did pre-record them because I knew over the Christmas period, the festive season, that I wouldn't get the time to to film and upload and spend time with my family. So that's why I pre-recorded. But I've done this because I follow God's wisdom, God's light. I followed what He wanted, and I would say the blessings are you guys. You guys are obviously the blessing, because that's the reason why I do it. I don't do it because I just want to sit here and talk to myself, because I'm actually not. I know technically I probably am talking to myself. If others were watching in on what I'm doing, they'd be like, oh, Alice, you're talking to herself. But ultimately, I'm not actually talking to myself, because I'm talking to you guys. But you guys will be watching this later in the day from when I'm filming this video. So that is Proverb. Oh my gosh, I will get there. That is Proverb 3. So I'll write down here so you can see. So we're on day 3, and it's the 3rd of the 4th to 5. So thank you for watching. I'll zoom out so you can see a bit better. So thank you for watching. Please like my content. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. Please turn on the notification bell so you can then get notified of content like this. And also please subscribe to my channel as well, because I really do appreciate it, because ultimately the blessings are you. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.